ring topology, mesh topology, star topology, what it is, how it is look like, and what is the advantage of it. Next. There's something that page kind of stuff is having some problem here. Okay. And we discuss about what is different types of network: LAN, CAN, MAN, WAN. What is LAN? Local network, local area network, and it is private network. CAN within the campus, MAN within the city. WAN, it's a global, different geographical location networks we can able to connect, and of course globally we can connect over a public connection called internet. And also we discuss intranet is like a LAN, it's nothing but a LAN, local area network, local network, private network. Internet is a public network, it's a global network, networks of network. But exactly an internet is a networks of network, different networks connected and become a one huge network. Okay, so exactly say networks of network. Nobody wants internet, guys, but people who are we are accessing internet through fiber optical cables, which is under water. Okay, so
Sir,
yeah, tell
sir,
me.
I'm Geeta Lakshmi, sir. Present, sir.
Okay, Geeta Lakshmi. One second. Okay.
Hello, sir. My name is Kasala Nandini, present, sir.
Nandini also present.
Yes, sir. Kasala Nandini.
Okay. Very good.
Sir, excuse me, Shaik Afrid, sir.
Afrid came. Afrid, did you came yesterday?
Sir, yes, sir, I was having some little problems, sir.
Bhavani, Bhuvaneshwari, Chinmayi, and Akash, T. Shravan. Okay. So we are getting internet through fiber optical cable under wash. So some organizations put a money on this under washing network. Okay. And also this internet actually maintained by IETF, Internet Engineering Task Force. ICANN, these are all, .com, not .com, it is a Department of Telecom, DOT. It is also part of maintaining internet. So the public network and organization, WAN networks, leased lines, VPN connections, these are all regulations by these organizations. Okay. SOHO, small office, home office. How our office setup is there. So I divided into multiple things like a hub and switches for creating simple wide LAN network. Wireless access point is a device used to connect wireless devices in a wireless LAN. Okay. What is WLAN? Wireless LAN. What is a router we are using here? It is a inter-networking device. It make a communication between different networks. Okay. And modem is a device used to connect to our internet. So who is providing internet to our home or office? Internet service provider like Airtel, Jio Internet, ACT, Hathway, U Broadband, Ticona, HCL is also one of the part. Okay. I think Tata is now there or not, I'm not sure, but I think Tata is still there in the service providers. Some are publicly provide, some are only for organization they will provide. Okay. So what is ISP? Internet Service Providers. So if you are able to connect to ISP, so you will get a internet. How you connect? Either telephone cables or a fiber optical cables. So these are all devices. Is everything replaced by one single device called your home Wi-Fi router. Depends upon different Wi-Fi model, Wi-Fi router models. These functionalities are built inside. So Wi-Fi router is generally what we are using is contains a modem inside, router inside, wireless access point, hub or a switch, and it is also act like a default gateway. So when you want to communicate outside of your network, so you have to go through the default gateway. So your Wi-Fi router act like a default gateway, act like a. Say act like, not exactly. Okay. Default gateway. And it is act like a DHCP server, it is act like a DNS server. So what is a DHCP server? So if you want to communicate in the network, you need an IP address. Who will give you an IP address? DHCP server give you an IP address. So your Wi-Fi router act like a DHCP server means your Wi-Fi router is giving IP address to your device, means your laptop, your mobile phone, getting an IP address from your Wi-Fi router. Okay. To communicate in the network, you should know the destination IP address. Okay, of course, you want to communicate, like you want to access a website, like a Java T point, tutorial points, or maybe google.com, gmail.com. So you should know their IP address. If you don't know the IP address, automatically system send a request to the DNS server. DNS server returns an IP address of that particular server name. Okay, so particular server's IP address is given like google.com server, gmail.com server, facebook.com servers, IP address will given by DNS. So you know now IP address of that particular destination. So you can communicate with the IP address. There's difference between DHCP and DNS, guys. Both are different, but both are IP address related only. You need an IP address. You need an IP address for you. You should have an address, right? You should have an address. Okay. So who will give that IP address to your device or your mobile phone or maybe your computer? DHCP server. So that is your IP address. It is assigning IP address to you. That is DHCP. What is a DNS? I want a IP address of someone. Like maybe it is Java T point. I want a IP address of www.java point. www.w3schools.com. I want that server IP address, not my IP address. I want other server IP address. I know the name, but I need a IP address of it. So DNS server will give us. Okay, give us means, so it will give you this is the IP address of www.google.com. So you can communicate with the IP address. That IP address means you are calling to someone. You must have your own number and you should have a other's phone number also. That is what communicate, right? So I want to talk to Afrid. Okay. So what I have to do? I should know Afrid IP address or maybe Afrid phone number, and I should have my own phone number. Afrid phone number I should have. So I will call to Afrid. So that is the work of this part. Okay. DHCP will give us our IP address. DNS will give IP address of our destination. We know the name, but so that you will get a IP address from the DHCP server. DNS server, sorry. Here it is. These are not required. So this is some Wi-Fi related kind of stuff. Yeah. So last class we also discussed about networking cables. Okay, coaxial cable, twisted pair cable, and what we discussed, fiber optic cable. So already I told about what is the use of fiber optic cables, like a long distance communication, high speed data bandwidth. Okay, but important is our twisted pair cable, guys. That is unshielded twisted pair cable, shielded twisted pair cable, STP, UTP. Okay. In this one, the pair of wire twist each other. So they will connect. The cable is there now. This is a socket. Sorry, this is a connector. It's a RJ45 connector. And this is a socket, RJ45 socket. This is standard numbers. It contains 4 wires. It called as a 4-pair cable. So the cable we call it as this complete cable we call it as a patch cable or a LAN cable. Mostly we are using Cat6 category 6 cables only because it's a 1 Gbps data transmission speed. This is a cable tester. If you have a network column, so what you have to do, like I have a desktop and I connected to the network with a cable. I'm not getting internet or I'm not getting connectivity. It is showing a cross mark. So if you see, some are having a cross mark. This is actually NIC, wired NIC only. It is showing a cross mark, means wire is not connected or not connected properly, or maybe wire fault. So how can you understand wire fault? The wire is you are connected with a wire, but you should understand really wire fault it is. Still you are getting cross mark or connection disconnection is happening. So how to check it? You need a tester. The crimping tool is used to make that cable. And these are the connectors and the wires. These are the material is there. Like last class I didn't discuss. Yes, this is contains different wires. You can see here it is different colors of wires. For easy to remember, so they are putting a color coding. So if you check the cable, this is the one side, this is another side. This is one side, this is other side, right? One means starting point, ending point, or ending point or starting point, like that you can take. This is one side of system connect. So for example, this is connected to here. Another one is connected to wall mount, or maybe a switch or a hub, it is connected. Okay, so these different types of cables are there. Mainly 3 type of one side connectivity to another side connectivity. This is straight through. You can see this is the straight through cable. So these straight through cables use it to connect different devices. Like I want to connect from my PC or laptop to a switch or a hub, or a hub to switch or hub to router. These are different devices. I need a straight through cable. Means the one end of the color code is same as this other end. Okay, so crossover cable, different similar devices, PC to PC, PC to laptop, laptop to laptop. That is similar devices. Switch to switch, switch to hub, hub to switch, PC to router are similar devices. So there we use a crossover. It is one side of the connectivity is different from the other side of the color code. Means pin numbers. I'm not explaining clearly, okay, because I don't want to put a more depth in that one. Okay. Rollover cables are used to for configuring routers and switches for with a different configuration. So for defining some functionalities, IP addresses, or maybe routing protocols, uh, configuration purpose. Already we discussed about a fiber optical cable. So this is so far yesterday we have discussed. Guys, good up to here? Everybody?
Yes, sir.
So this is another important thing to understand. NIC, Network Interface Card. NIC, Network Interface Card. What is this NIC? For example, I have a laptop, I have a desktop, I have a mobile phone, I have a tablet. I need to connect. I want to connect it to the network. So there is certain device is required. There is something is required to connect it to the network. The device we call it as a NIC, Network Interface Card. Some people think if you are using a desktop, so you need an IC. If you are using laptop or mobile phone or tablets, you do not have an IC. Wrong, guys. Any device, either wired device or wirelessly, which way you are connecting. The only thing is the device types may be changes. The way of connectivity is different. Maybe devices are different, but the common name is NIC. See, it is, I have a devices and I want to connect my switch or a router or to my Wi-Fi router. So backside with a wire I want to connect. So what is the devices required? NIC. If you see, this is a additional NIC card. So I will show you that NIC CA images. So this is a NIC card, separate card. So what you can do, so just you have to connect into your motherboard. So by outside, you will get a Ethernet port. So RJ45 connectivity, just you can connect with a cable. Okay. So this is separately. Some are built inside. In your motherboard, built inside. I will put an NIC card on motherboard. You can, I will try to show you. So here it is on the motherboard, NIC cards is inserting a NIC card on this PCI slots. Okay, see, you can see so how is inserting. Okay, so most of our motherboards are comes with a built-in NICs. Means I'll try to get more. This is NIC card. You are inserting NIC card. Wi-Fi NIC card. Anyway, we have a pictures here. On motherboard. I need a on motherboard. Look at here. So is using the laptop model. Okay, like this. Is inserting wireless into our desktop model. So like this is a wireless type. Some are built inside. Some are built inside. This is one kind of what we can say. Inside a laptop. This kind of generally inside a laptop, this kind of Wi-Fi is there. Some motherboards are also desktop motherboard also enabled with this one. Some are we need to connect like this, like PCI slot for a Wi-Fi connect. Okay. RJ 45. So here it is on motherboard. You can see this is the port. For on motherboard directly, it is on the motherboard. You can connect cable directly. So you don't require. Okay. So these are the on motherboard NICs. So we can connect LAN even for a laptops. Okay, even for a laptops, you can see RJ45 connector. You can connect with a wires. Only certain laptops are not having these connectivities nowadays, but mostly it is. Some are combined like this, so they will making look a sleek model. So they are doing like this also. Okay. Old models are big and clearly it is showing. Newer models it is showing like this. Certain models completely they're removed. And this is USB attachment. It means you can connect USB. There it is a plugging type. Still you can want to connect with the wires, you can connect. Certain networks compulsory you should use wired network only. They don't provide any wireless network.
So
Okay.
what is the second, sir?
Which one?
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, just the right hand side, the second pin. What is that pin used for, sir? After Ethernet, I think.
This one, this type.
After Ethernet, we have what is this kind of?
This one. I didn't get it. Which one exactly?
It is compressed. It is reduced pins they have, sir, like insertion
This
channels, I think.
not
That's it.
exactly compressed. If you put it, it will expand. This is like it will open down. That's it. Not compressed one. So when you try to
Usually
put
we
a
have four. Yes, sir. Usually we have four like USB channels. We have 2 to 4. Generally we have for a PC. So first to use it for what, sir? One is Ethernet and second one for what?
in this one,
After charging cable, sir, we have Ethernet,
this is
and after that
this is
channel what?
charging cable. Some eSATA cable, I think. It's a power connector. Like a C port, it is. It's some eSATA.
Yes, sir.
eSATA.
eSATA.
eSATA. So which is look like this. HDMI is look like different. It's not the HDMI. It's some eSATA port kind of stuff. Shows like this.
Yeah, similarly, sir.
eSATA for storage. HDMI look like this. So this is HDMI. This is DP.
HDMI for printers, right, sir? Use it for printers.
No. HDMI for TV.
Okay, sir.
TV, projectors, both high quality video and audio. Both we can able to transmit. HDMI, high quality, high definition, video as well as audio. VGA only video. HDMI, both audio and video, both you can able to transmit with the same wire. So this is a DP. What is this? DP is. See that is.
I think that is for CPUs on the different components, sir. I think it is not for PC.
I think yeah, maybe some kind of monitor or what. Check it. Digital display interface deployed by consortium of chip manufacturer standard video ports. something is also, this is also related to display portal, DP port. Very good. This is a DP port. It is for video only. Some laptops, some places. There are so many slots are there. Okay. So guys, whether you are using wide, means like you can insert a card inside your PC. This is for PC purpose. Okay. So you have a sockets to connect either built inside on the motherboard or inside a laptop, or maybe you are attaching. Okay. So we need a NIC to connect in the network. Even for a wireless. So for a desktops, generally we use this kind of connectors to connect wirelessly. Okay. This is built inside the laptops. We have this kind of stuff. This is simple USB dongle type. USB wireless USB Wi-Fi adapter. It is simple. Just connect and you can do it. For example, you have a old laptops already built-in Wi-Fi kind of stuff is gone. Already built-in Wi-Fi is gone. Not working now. One second. Okay. Or maybe it's a old laptop. You cannot connect 5.5 gigahertz, 2.4 gigahertz only you can able to connect. Maybe you have a desktop. I have a desktop which is away from my Wi-Fi router. My desk. I have a desktop, but it is far from my actual Wi-Fi router. So I cannot put a wire. I cannot put a wire. So what we have done? So we purchase this TP-Link Wi-Fi USB adapter. So we inserted it and we can able to connect wireless. Instead of installing big equipment inside, so with a very less cost. So we need some internet speed, not a very good internet speed. So we need some basic internet speed we require. So we'll put it. In these models also, two different things are there. One is like a dual channel. So compulsory check the dual channel support is there or not. Dual channel means Wi-Fi, two channels are there, 2.4, 5 gigahertz. So your adapter and your Wi-Fi router should be support dual channel, means you can able to connect 2.4 as well as 5 gigahertz also, because internet the Wi-Fi speeds also changes now. Now it is heavy things are there. Okay. Again, if you see the wireless and wide NIC. Wide NIC standard is 802.3. It not 2.3 wide NIC basic Ethernet standard. In the Ethernets, your NIC cards, earlier we have a Ethernet card. So of course, Ethernet card, LAN card, all our names are same earlier. These Ethernet cards comes with a 10 Mbps. You want to do data transmission. You want to do data transmission. Okay, so maximum up to 10 Mbps we can transmit data. Okay, maximum we can able to transmit the data up to 10 Mbps. Fast Ethernet 100 Mbps. Fast Ethernet 100 Mbps. So we can able to transmit the data if you are using Fast Ethernet NIC, and up to 100 Mbps data you can able to transmit. Gigabit Ethernet 1000 Mbps or 1 Gbps. Up to that data transmission you can able to do it. Okay. Next, Nowadays we are using Gigabit Ethernet. That's why I already told Cat6 cable we are using 1 Gbps data transmission we can able to. Similarly for NICs, wireless NICs also there. Wireless NICs, the standard is 802.11. If you see 802.11, it is wireless. 802.3 Ethernet standard. Of course, ABCDs are there. Okay. So here also wireless NICs, when you see any mobile phone, a laptop or a printer, wireless printers, Wi-Fi routers. Okay. So when you see there is a wireless related standards they will written. What is that A by B, B by G by something kind of stuff is there. What is that? Each represent the supporting frequency bands. Okay. So 802.11, 2.4 gigahertz, A 5 gigahertz, B 2.4, G 2.4. N is good one. So you can see N. Okay. 2.4 and 5 dual channel support. Okay. When you are buying, N is there or not. A is there, B is there, D is there. Good. But N is there or not. That is important. AD is there or not. AC is there or not, like that. You can able to check it. Okay. So each indicates not only frequency, the bandwidth also represents. Nowadays, N is very important because 600 Mbps data transmission speed you will get it, and 2.4 and 5 gigahertz dual channel connectivity you will get it. Guys, understand NIC? How NICs look like?
Sir, the difference here is only speed, sir, for wired and wireless NIC.
Yeah. Is a data transmission speed. Way of connectivity. Okay. So either you connect wired, you can able to connect wirelessly. I have a laptop. Somewhere there is a Wi-Fi router is there. So I cannot go to that router and connect with the wire. So it is not near to me. So I prefer wireless connectivity. Mobile phone, I roam from one place to another place. So I need a wireless connectivity. Okay, in there also there is a certain standards. But either it is wired or wireless, we need a built-in or maybe certain attachment to connect to our switches or routers or our Wi-Fi wireless access points or maybe Wi-Fi routers, we need a connectivity. Already I told to communicate what we need connectivity. So first of all, we need a NIC. So this is for connectivity purpose. Here is we have to remember few things always. You have NIC. So you have a NIC. It is a physical card. Okay. So every NIC has a built-in MAC address. So some people think we have a built-in IP address. We do not have a built-in IP address. We have a built-in MAC address. Every NIC has a MAC address. Every NIC, whether it is wired or wireless, every NIC has a MAC address. MAC addresses. What is MAC? Media Access Control. This MAC address is also called as a physical address or hardware address. Guys, physical address means MAC address. Logical address means IP address. Okay. What is physical address? MAC address. Okay. This MAC address is 48-bit in number, binary 48. It represents in hexadecimal format. So it is look like that one. So 003A something you have written. It is look like that one only. It contains 12 hexadecimal. Okay, if you don't know what is hexadecimal, I cannot do anything now. Okay, so earlier we are explaining those things also, but now we are not doing that one. MAC address is 48-bit in a binary and represented in hexadecimal number. 12 hexa numbers are there. Who will give this MAC address? You purchase a mobile or a laptop or a desktop and it contains a NIC, or maybe you purchase separate NICs, either Wi-Fi NIC or Wi-Fi USB adapters, or maybe Ethernet cards, fast Ethernet cards, you purchase it. Whatever it is a NIC, it contains a MAC address. That MAC address given by the manufacturer of that NIC. You can see here it is. This is TP-Link. TP-Link company manufactured this adapter. And it contains a MAC address. Who given that MAC address to this adapter? TP-Link company only. Okay. So if you go to the D-Link company or Zebronics company is there here. Okay. Zebronics company's adapter it is. So last what we have seen, this is our laptop RJ44. Realtek. Nice. For example, this is Realtek company manufactured. It is manufactured by Realtek company. Okay, Gigabit PCI Express Ethernet card. It is also contain MAC address. Who give this MAC address to? This NIC Realtek company. You go to the D-Link. This is D-Link NIC. D-Link company manufactured this NIC. It contains a MAC address. And who given the MAC address to it? D-Link company only. So the manufacturer of that NIC is assigned or given this MAC address. Okay, MAC address is assigned or given by manufacturer of that NIC. MAC address cannot be changeable. You cannot remove and you cannot assign a new MAC address to it because it is built inside a chip of that NIC. Either it is built inside your mobile phone or laptop, or it is inside a desktop. So whatsoever it is, guys, it contains a MAC address. That MAC address is given by that manufacturer of that NIC. That MAC address cannot be changed. Okay, these are the simple points. How to check MAC address? You can use the command called Getmac, or you can use Ipconfig, or you can use GUI based also. You can try to get it. For example, you put a Getmac command. First, go to the command prompt, put a Getmac. You can see there is media disconnected and something slash device, something is also there. Media disconnected means there is an NIC but not connected. There is an NIC not connected. There is an NIC to have a connectivity. So like that, we can understand which device having a connectivity and what is their MAC address. These are I have multiple NICs in my system. One is wired, one is wireless, some are what we can say some are virtual adapters also there. So that's why it is showing multiple NICs. Okay. So MAC address is look like this.
What is the last one, sir? IP address.
This is not IP address. All are MAC address only. This is also MAC address. Okay. So here it is. I already my control panel is there. So these are disconnected. This is connected, but it is virtual adapter, and this is physical adapter. And this is my wireless adapter. What is my wireless adapter name? Intel Wi-Fi 6 AX201 160 megahertz. This is my Wi-Fi wireless adapter name. So my actual name is Wi-Fi Ethernet 4, Ethernet 2, Ethernet, Ethernet 4, Ethernet 2, Ethernet. The device is this one. Bottom one is device. Means NIC name. This is calling name kind of stuff. Means physical device name. So here it is. Ipconfig. Slash all. So you can see where I put a command ipconfig all will display so many things in your system. Ethernet 2, Ethernet, Ethernet 4, and Ethernet 4 having some details. See, this is media disconnected. Media disconnected. But Ethernet 4 showing something description about your Ethernet adapter, their MAC address, and their IP address, and subnet mask, default gateway, DNS address, and DHCP enabled now. Okay. This is a MAC address of this particular adapter. It is their description name. Local area connection 1 disconnected. Local area connection 2 disconnected. This is my Wi-Fi. My wireless LAN adapter name is Wi-Fi. Their description. Their physical address. What is physical address? MAC address. And their IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, DHCP server address, DNS server address. Okay. So what is the physical address? MAC address. So two ways we can able to see the MAC address in a command line. One is Getmac. Another one is ipconfig. Another way is I will open this one again. Go to the control panel. Guys, compulsory try to check in your laptops. Okay, check it like you should habituated to do once at least, twice, thrice. You will get to know easier. Okay, in your system, if you open a control panel, it is showing like this. Then go to the large icons and go to the network and sharing center. In the network and sharing center, go to the change adapter settings. And this is my adapter, which is actually connected. Double click, details. You can see this is my MAC address. This is my MAC address, IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, DHCP server address, DNS server address. So how to check the MAC address? Go to the control panel. Okay. Internet, network and internet, network and sharing center, change adapter settings, double click on your adapter, click on details, you'll find physical address as a MAC address, and of course you can get other details also. You can check the IP address from there. Okay, so this is multiple things I have to open. Otherwise, you can go to the simple thing in a run or search, type NC ncpa.cpl. It will open the control panel thing directly. Adapters, connections adapter, it will open. See this? It is there. MAC address. Then I have a virtual adapter. This virtual adapter also having yes, this is the way you can check the MAC address. So here also I have written. So physical address. So what to check? Here how to check it. This is how to assign IP address also have written. That's it is showing that much. I'll get back to this how to check IP address once I told about few points about a IP address. Guys, up to here understand what is NIC, what is MAC address, how to check MAC address. Do you understand up to here? Anything? Someone put a message. Okay. Guys, please respond. Anyone added? Bhavani, Bhuvaneshwari, Chinmay, Ramani.
Hello, sir. Sir, due to network issues, I joined late, sir.
Chinmay came.
Yes, sir.
Those two remaining two can also join, I think.
What is it, Siva? I didn't get it. You said something, I didn't get it. Okay. So no one is. Okay, these are the about NIC, MAC address, how to check MAC address. There's small point I will tell. I'm not completely telling you about IP address, IPv4, IPv6 kind of stuff, but there is a few differences are there from IP address to MAC address. Guys, MAC address is a physical address. MAC address is a physical address. IP address is a logical address. It depends upon your network. Depends upon your network. You will assign a IP address. You'll design a separate IP address. Private, public IP addresses we will have. Okay, so that's it is a logical address. So network host portions are there in the IP address. MAC address are standard address. You cannot change MAC address. In the world, only one MAC address is there. Okay. So which is MAC address is actually assigned by who is assigned to the NIC? Manufacturer. Manufacturer assign NIC. You cannot change. So in IP address, who is going to assign an IP address?
DHCP.
Yes, very good. From DHCP, you will get an IP address, which is automatically or dynamically. Another one is
Manual.
static, manual. Manual or static means you manually assign an IP address to your NIC, or you will get IP address from DHCP server. Very good. And can changeable. You can change. For example, I'm in a place, so I am getting some IP address. Okay. Tomorrow I will be in another place. I will get another IP address. Day after tomorrow I will be in office. On Monday I will be in office. I'll get another IP address. Depends upon their network. I'm getting different IP address from their DHCP server. That's a DHCP. So if you use DHCP mode, automatic mode, so depends upon that network DHCP server will our IP address automatically changes. Okay. Of course, you can change manually also. You can change, but MAC addresses you cannot change. Okay. IP addresses, we are always communication, all communications by IP address. Always remember, guys. All communications by IP address only. Okay. So I want to communicate to my google.com, facebook.com, youtube.com. All are IP based communications only. Not with a name, not with a MAC address. MAC addresses inside your LAN network only. That too, just for binding purpose only. Okay. Yeah. In IP addresses, guys, there is a IP v4 version. Okay. And a IP v6 version is there. Two versions are there. Here, we do not have any versions. No versions. We do not have any versions. Next one is, of course, MAC address, only one single version, that is 48-bit, represented in 12 hexa number. And here it is IPv4 version having a 32-bit, represented in decimal format. Okay. IPv6 is 128-bit. You can remember 128-bit. IPv4 32-bit, IPv6 128-bit, represented in hexa format. Okay. So this is a basic level differences between IP address and MAC address. And also it will cover IP address. What is an IP address? Logical address. MAC address, physical address. IP address is uniquely identify a device in the network. Guys, when you are telling about this sentence, IP address is a uniquely identify a device in the network. So you have to complete the sentence. If you are unable to complete the sentence, you can leave that one also. No problem. If you say unique address, wrong answer. It's not unique address, guys. Uniquely identify a device in the network. Is for IP address in your college. In your college, you have a roll number. What is the use of roll number? What is the use of this roll number? How the roll number is there? In school days, roll numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4. But in engineering college, roll numbers, year code. Okay. So now it is, for example, 2020. 20 year code, college code. Okay. Course code, roll number code, like this. University code. Right? So why there are coding like this? So each person will get a unique code, unique number. So then we can understand what he is, which year he belongs to, which college is belongs to, which branch is belongs to, which number he has. So how many things are covered? Which year is belongs to, which university or a college is belongs to, which branch is belongs to. Okay, in that branch, which roll number he is. So it's the same thing for IP address. Each IP address, two parts, which network this particular device is belongs to. And in that one, which number it is. Okay, so that is a segregation is there. You can see your pin numbers. Pin numbers 530041. It is 535 means which state? 530 in the state, which area? 500. Okay, so 5 represent which state? And what is meant by 00? Which town? 41. Which town it is? 72. Which town it is? So it represents something. It is uniquely identification. So that is our IP address also same thing. Okay, for example, you put an IP address. You have a device. That IP address is showing like this. Which network it is belongs to? Which host it is? Like this. You have a 10 computers, 20 computers, 30 computers. IP address is to uniquely identify that device. Is it having any diagram? No, no diagram. Guys, understand roll number example? Guys, for example, I have a devices and I am assigning an IP address to it. For example, there is having a some IP address 10.0.0.11, 10.0.0.12. Just for our understanding. Okay, each device having an IP address. So there all belongs to which network? Okay, and there are belongs to which host. See, which is common means that is the common network, that is their common thing. And it is individual identification, like your roll number, individual identification, and common identification, individual identifications are there now, like. So IP address is a logical address. IP address is uniquely identify a device in the network. IP address assigned are given are configured by, you can assign or you can say given or configured by manually or automatically. DHCP server assign configure IP address to the client devices automatically. IP address can be changeable by manually or automatically. Our IP address is defined logical addressing. Every device must have an IP address to communicate in the network. All communications by IP address. And IP address having two versions, IPv4 and IPv6. IPv4 32-bit in size represented in decimal format. IPv6 is a 128-bit represented in hexadecimal format. Okay, so this is about your MAC address and IP address. Anything? Anybody? Guys, understand up to here or not?
Sir, yes, sir.
So small point here. So here already I told how to check IP address, how to check MAC address. So check a MAC address. You can use Getmac or Ipconfig /all. Or you can go to the adapter settings. You can check the IP address. Yes, another command I'm trying to show you. This is simple IP config. So here it is my adapter name. It will display so many things, but how can I identify my device? By the adapter name. And it's showing only IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway. So what I have done, IP config. IP config shows IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway. IP config /all. IP config /all will shows so many information, including your host name, and your adapters, MAC address, and your adapter description, your adapter IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, plus DHCP server address, DNS server address, and how you configure. So DHCP enable yes means this IP address configured automatically from DHCP server. DHCP enable yes means you configured this adapter is got an IP address from DHCP server. I will show you this. This is an adapter. It is showing DHCP enabled no. Meaning is it has an IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, DNS address. All these things manually configured. If you observe here, there is no DHCP server. Okay. IP address is there, subnet mask is there, default gateway is there. DNS server is also there. Where is DHCP server? Not there. Why? Because it's manually configured. DHCP enable no means manual configuration. DHCP enable yes. And also you can see DHCP server. You can able to see DHCP server address. It means that is your DHCP server and this IP address is assigned by that DHCP server. Guys, understand difference between assigned by DHCP server and not? So how to go to our adapter setting ncpa.cpl. So this is my adapter. It is already connected Wi-Fi. I should not disturb. Only I'm trying to show you that DHCP enabled S and this IP address assigned by DHCP server. What is my DHCP server? This is my DHCP server. Okay. This is an adapter. Okay. DHCP enabled now means these IP addresses are assigned by manually. And also it is not showing any DHCP server address. So if you go to the properties, go to IPv4 properties. See, I have configured this IP address manually. If you put this mode, means you want to get IP address automatically from DHCP server. If you keep it these options, you will able to assign IP address manually. For example, again I'm changing my IP address. something I assign value. It is. I change my IP address. DHCP enabled. No. In this one, better not to touch it. It's okay. DHCP enable yes. So if you see the properties, it's okay. Better not to copy. Okay. See the pictures, you will understand. That is a difference between IP address and MAC address. There is a following page setting, that's why it is coming like that. Normally it is good. The next topic is networking devices. I will start after the break. Take 15 minutes break, guys. Come back in 12:20. So I will tell at least some of already we have discussed, but there is a certain points we have to discuss in the devices. Okay, so with that one we'll do it. And actually added some IP ping kind of stuff. We see in the next class. Okay, so take a break. Be back in 15 minutes.